and I will stand on my remnant.
Live. Come.
Alright, once again, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash.
Alright, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone.
That's right.
That rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect on. Alright, and we are the Hebrew Israelites coming week in, week out, until the Lord said to stop, to prophesy the downfall of this current kingdom you people love. That's right. Alright, you people love here. We don't. That's why we outside here. We outside here because we do not love this place. We don't have no liking for this place.
That's right.
To be here.
That's right.
To be with our Father. But we have to do this work until our Father returns. And He is going to return. Alright? For all you believe, He is going to return.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and 15. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Right, so because all you're walking in great pride, all you're going to be miserable in the days to come. Right? Or they ain't going on no food, or they ain't going on no water, or they ain't going on no other woman close to all you're nothing. All you're going to just be is like dog on the streets. As the scripture saying Jeremiah 16 and 1. Because all you disrespect Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai and his men. The Most High don't take that thing lightly. The Most High don't sit down up in heaven with a big smile on his face, happy about how things running right here, right now on the earth. He's not happy. And anytime you aggravate the big man, you know where that's going. This is Jeremiah. He left examples with Sodom and Gomorrah. Right. He left examples with Noah and the ark. That's right. Alright? And he's going to leave one of the biggest examples when he comes back to destroy this current kingdom. That's right. Good. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 1. The word of the Lord Yahweh Yahushai came also unto me, saying, Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. Right. For thus said the Lord concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begot them in this land. They shall die of grievous death. Right, they're going to die of grievous deaths. They're going to die in a peaceable age on your bed. No, hell no. You're going to die of famine. You're going to die of the sword, martial law. You're going to die of the so-called white man just torturing your ass because he's just that wicked. Because when he carry in them concentration camps, he ain't going to be nice there. All of these things are going to die of grievous deaths. Right.
So 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 55. It says, and therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High.
Right, so don't ask no more questions, but fuck the two-thirds.
That's right.
Because we don't give a damn about all you. When all you had liberty, what do you do?
They despise the Most High.
They despise the Most High.
Taught to scorn his law.
Taught to scorn his law.
And forsook his ways.
And forsook his ways.
Moreover, they have trodden down his righteous, and said in their heart, there is no power. Yea, they that knowing that they and that knowing they must die.
And that knowing you must die. That's right. You must die. And the days going to come when you will die. Because you people never see, all you see mass death happening is over there in the east. All what's going on over there in the east coming on the west. But they never see it happen on the west, so all you hear about what's going on in Venezuela, all you see it firsthand. Most are going to bring it directly to your front doors. And what you're going to do in them days? If you don't have about Ba'asham Yahushai on your side, you're fucking doomed.
If you're not sealed, I have just one Babakasha. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's right.
Behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, and death, and destruction.
That's right. So everybody who don't believe in Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, because there is no other way to make it out of this. Because it's the Most High who pronounced it, so is He bringing it. And it's only He could save you out of it. That's right. No money can save you. No food. You can't bribe the Lord with food. You can't bribe Him with money. So if you don't believe in this now, you will die in your unbelief.
It says, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Right, so you heard the Most High said that fulfilled. This is why we out here, because all the bullshit you did, your wickedness stack up and reach to the heavens. It fulfill your wickedness. Now it's time for judgment.
The prophets come like the janitors.
Because
yeah, come in a race.
Coach going back to the thing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lamar.
Let's talk about Israel. Right? This is Ezekiel 20 and verse 3. It says, Son of man, speak unto the elders of Israel, and say unto them, Thus said the Lord power, are ye come to inquire of me? As I live, said the Lord power, I will not be inquired of by you. Will thou judge them, son of man? Will thou judge them? Cause them to know the abomination of their fathers.
Because the Most High don't want to hear what you had to say. Most High is saying the word right now. And when that time reach, He want to inquire nothing of the Lord. Now is the time to inquire what's going on. Because I saw all you, I know for a fact, because I was here every day, all you're saying that the world getting more and more dangerous to live in. All you're saying that, I'm sure about that. 2/3 saying that every day. Wait, boy, this place getting too scary, boy. Wait, boy, what, you know what to do, but I can't walk down the road safe, but.
This is Hosea 5, verse 5 and 6. And the pride of Israel doth testify to His face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Judah also shall fall with them. They shall go with their flocks and with their herds to seek Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, but they shall not find Him. He hath withdrawn Himself from them.
Lord will be, and hey, right now He withdraw Himself from all of the gates of repentance still open apparently because we out here. That's right. But when you see none of we out here, bro, that is it for your ass, bro.
Can't.
All you will have to do is just
die.
Deal with it. God, as you brother said, die. However it come, it come. Whether it be by farming, whether it be by the sword, so more white man have, whether it be by the concentration camps and the torturers, things that you have in there, with the guillotines and whatnot, whether it be by whatever, you have to deal with it. That's right. Now we hope and pray that we don't have to go through that, but if we do, well then we do. Alright? But we do this work so that the Most High will protect us in that days, because He said, my servant shall eat, and ye shall die of hunger. And that is why we serving the Lord right now. Where feel we doing outside here? We serving our Ba'asham Yahushai. Right? We are serving our Lord, true Lord and Savior. Because you Christians, all you're not ashamed to serve Jesus. All you're not ashamed to go in church, putting on a freaking 3-piece suit with your shiny shoes and serve Jesus Christ. That's no shame for all you. All you're not ashamed to call on JC from morning to night. All you're not ashamed about that. Just so we're not ashamed of serving Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. We'll serve Him in boldness. Outside on the highways and byways.
This is you talk about we doing this work for that reward, which is what? Salvation, deliverance. It says 1 John chapter 3, verse 7. Little children, let no man deceive you. He that doeth righteousness is righteous. Even he is righteous. Right, so we're doing our righteous work. Right? So Lord will, we have the elect. We're gonna get our righteous reward. Because going back to Revelation chapter 22, verse 9, I think it is. So let me see if I get that really quick. It says and Galatians 6. Right? It says Revelation chapter 22. Verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. Right? So TDJ Creflo Dollar, hey, woe unto you that get your compensation on this side. Right? Nathaniel 7. Right? All you false prophets, all you. Right? They have the circumcision too. The Most High said what? Judgment gonna begin at the house of Israel. right? You all who know that you are Israelites and extorting the church, right? That breaking down the scriptures wrong. Hey, and you're breaking it down wrong purposely, right? The scriptures give straight as you better say, straight commandments. Give double honors. It says what? Mustn't not the ox that what tread down the corn, right? A brother did a video today showing Nathaniel 7 breaking down. Another brother, my faculty, I said the elder of Atlanta, right? He did a video showing you that Nate breaking down Cornelius as an Israelite. What hypocrisy is this?
He's not an Israelite.
No, that he is an Israelite. Going into Cornelius is an Israelite, and he kicked dick. He was one of the chief people responsible by testimony, because we weren't there, right? Responsible for the kicking out or the casting out of our apostles out of the old school, right? Nathaniel 7 of IUIC. Nate Satan, aka Baron Samides, aka Cheshire Cat, aka Oriole, yeah, the Black Edomite. You understand? Go ahead.
This is Luke 21, start from verse 35. It says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
Right, so it's going to come as a snare. Matter of fact, read verse
and take heed to yourself, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that the day come upon you unawares.
Right, so that we are to be circumspect. When
for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
right, so if you're in looking, you're going to come as a snare. You're going to get caught into the trap. We're going to have to sing that song, caught into the trap, no easy way out. You literally going to be caught into the trap. You think God has no way out for you dumb Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's right. Because all you're dumb. All you're dumb. A bunch of dummies walking outside here. All you know, all your hand from all your foot. That's right. All you know right from wrong, all you're just living all your life as the day goes by. And that is being simple as hell. That's why the most I say, how long you simple ones really love simplicity, that is being simple as hell. That's right. When will all you stop and actually seek out the things right to do? What right from or wrong? Going to church is not a righteous thing, bro. Going to church is the most wickedest thing you could do on the face of the earth right now.
Well, these Christians, let's correct that. Going to these groves and these monuments, because this is church, we're to a church gathered in my name. And the word church goes back to what ecclesia, which means to call out. Right? So we're in church, but going into them temples and groves, right? Which goes back to them tall forest trees that they used to go and worship the idols, right? Back in pagan times, right?
See, verse 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that he may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
Right, so when we seek God to actually stand before Yahweh, and having done all to stand, because we've been outside here, we've been doing the things, we've been showing brotherly love, we've been showing love to the Lord, we've been doing all these things the Lord said. So hey, when the Lord comes, hopefully you could stand and say, Lord, I do just like the Apostle Paul. What he said? He said Paul was second guessing. Paul said, I know there is a crown waiting for me up in the heavens.
Come.
He was second guessing. He didn't say that. I'm sure Paul knew what he was doing was the right thing.
Hey, we wanna be them. Talk, yeah. We wanna be that comely bride to our bridegroom. Right? We don't wanna be that fucking tattered whore. You understand? We want to be totally purged, made white through the cleansing of the water of the word. Right? Go ahead. I think
2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which Lord Jehovah Hashem Yahushai, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love is appearing.
Right, so once your love is appearing, you seek love. The love of the Lord appearing is to be outside here on the highways and the byways serving Him in sincerity and in truth. Understand?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, and verse 34. It says, blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my door.
Blessed is the man that heareth the Lord, watching daily. Hey, Apostle, nobody daily edification. Understand? Watching daily at the gates.
Apostle Taha said in a video this earlier on this week, he said what that basically we're supposed to be doing a video every day, and when they miss a day, when they come back, they do 2 times, 3 times.
Yep.
You understand? That's dedication. Right? The brother have a precept line up after that. For that, go ahead.
Right? It says, for whosoever findeth me findeth life and shall obtain favor of Yahweh. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his soul, own soul, all day that hate me, love death.
Right, so you niggas love to, you love death. Like I'm talking to a clown today, he said something about you, but you don't mention it. In other words, he looking for that time. So I tell him, I said, my pal, you right. You looking forward for the Son of God to come? He said, yeah, boy. And this man wasn't the truth. He just bugged out. So he loved that. Alright?
Labby?
Yeah. He loved that. He just loved that.
Reprobate.
You know?
Right?
This is Matthew 25, verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom, prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Right, so the ones on the right is hopefully, Lord willing, Lord willing, get with the apostles. Once we do what we're supposed to do.
Hey, and the dead in Yahweh shall arise first, because what? Abba Ben, King Marsha, High Priest Arya, High Priest, not Arya, Salaki, because he's still alive, he just bugged out. But High Priest Yaquab, you know, these men that died, we have our brethren, Raib, Ash, right, Nathan, you know, men all over that died in the name of Yahweh Shemi Oshai. Doing the work of Yahweh Shemi Oshai. Man lawyer can't.
Prepare for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and you gave me meat.
Right, how we doing that? How we doing that? Right, the scripture going to break it down. Right, but the apostle, that's Apostle Taha, being the head of the church on earth, he's pushing what? For the spirit of diligence. Yeah. The spirit of knowledge, to flood the earth with the knowledge of this truth, right? So that's why, as you were saying, there's some about the reprobate. We like lust, we like just lot, right? Vexed with the unrighteous conversation, right? We angry, we vexed, trouble in the spirit. When we hear these tutors and see these tutors act as they do, and then they want to say that they love you, and they want you to love them. Yahweh Shai said, look at my mother, look at my father, look at my brethren, they that do the will of my Father. Right? The death that is about to happen on this planet is justified. Right? We pray and ask Yahweh Shai to give us the strength to stomach it. Right? And to muscle on through. Right? To endure unto the end. Because he said that they that endure unto the end shall be saved. Right? But the death that come into your families, right? To your neighbors, right? And to this world. It's unfathomable. Right? Okay, my tongue keep on getting tired on that word. Hey, you can't imagine it. You understand? Everywhere you turn, there's going to be death. The scripture says the dead body going to lie in the cities were spiritually called what? Sodom and Egypt.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
For I was hungry, and he gave me meat. I was thirsty, and he gave me drink. I was a stranger, and he took me in.
Go ahead.
Naked, and he clothed me. And I was sick, and you visited me.
It was without that heritage, without that nationality, without your language, without your power. All that was you being naked. Right? You see them looking at you in this day. These heathens calling you dogs. These heathens calling you niggas pigs. Right? All these proverbs and these bywords, that's being naked. Right? the leader of the Hindus, the Elamite Hindus, saying what? The white man had a god, the Africans had a god. No, not the Africans, sorry. The white man had a god, the Chinese had a god, the Hindus had a god. Where's the black man god? Oh, God is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
The power of heaven and earth. Alright? We no longer naked. Right, go ahead.
And he clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me.
Yeah, because when you're low, what? These words comfort you. These words bring you into a place of solace. These words give you hope. Right? That's why it's important to be diligent and put it out. To eat the role and then go out and teach. Right? Not to be selfish with your knowledge. The scripture says that which he have, he will take away. And that you don't have, he will increase. Right? Go out and teach. Put this word to what? Use read. Right? Watch videos, learn. Right? Study, understand. Right? And come out here and teach. Prophesy and herald Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai until his return. Right? Go ahead.
Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hunger?
When saw we thee and hungered? Right?
And fed thee. Slack.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Or thirsty and give thee drink? When saw thee, Salakia, when saw we thee a stranger and took thee in? Or naked and clothed thee?
Yeah, because the Lord talking about each and every one of us. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai said each and every one of us who are Israelites. Right? His spirit dwells in us. And our spirit dwells for it thirst for knowledge. It hungered for understanding. It wants clothing in righteousness. The scripture says put on the armor of the Most High. Right? You can bring that precept in Ephesians. The whole armor. Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 13. It says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
In the evil days, and them evil days are upon us. Right? You've seen it across in Venezuela, the whole of South America, even in Babylon, because what the Elamite cops and the two-third police, they shooting down Jake like dogs in the street. Right? We've been oppressed. Right here we've been oppressed. Right? Everything going up. Except for our wages. Scripture say we work to earn wages to put in the bags full with holes. Trinidad and Haggai. Right? You know? We've been oppressed. You're slaving. The Eve out of order. Bad. Eve supposed. Hey, that's the next story. Go ahead.
Right. I'll have a quick plug in there. It's Job 29 verse 14. I put on righteousness and it clothed me. My judgment was as a robe and a diadem.
Can't. See? The scriptures explain itself. Right? Yahweh said that hey, we did that because these are the men out here seeking for these things. Food, thirst, and clothing. Right? Spiritually, metaphorically speaking. Right? We getting all these things. Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able also to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Right. And that's why we out here. Right? You call the fiery darts. Your lies. Right? Your deception. We've seen through it all. Right? Your false promises, a hope, of brighter days. There's no brighter days underneath the devil. Right? It's just more hell. Right? The devil dwells in hell. Death and hell are his. Right? And we underneath his rulership. And the so-called devil is who? The so-called white man. Right? That's the deceiver on the planet Earth. The word devil means deceiver. Right? The scripture says, for so long have you ruled with deceit. Right? Telling us that we are what? Africans. American what? American Negroes, what is what? African Americans, right? Negroes, Picts. So, we call after different lands. No, we are Syrians, we are children of the Most High. We are the children of Israel. We are Yahshua, Allah, Princess of the Power. Go ahead, Lamar.
So back everything else basically said in a nutshell is Isaiah 44. I'll start off verse 1. The point is in verse 5. It says, "Yet know here, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen. Thus said Yahweh that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, in whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessings upon thy offspring, and they shall spring up as among the grass, as willows by the watercourses." Verse 5. "One shall say, I am Yahweh, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and surname himself by the name of Israel."
God, so that is basically what we do. Right? Surname himself by the name of Israel. Calling himself the Israelites in his last name. Because we are the Israelites.
Back on the series and the flesh.
Going back on the series and the flesh, but that fact, yes.
You'll finish, you'll come after that.
Huh? Oh, you had something?
Yeah, you was finished.
Oh, you had something else?
Verse 39. "Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, insomuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, you have done it unto me."
Yeah, we have done it unto Yahweh Shai. Because he dwelleth in us. We are of him. Right? And those who do hey, our apostles lovely. Our apostles Tawab. You know, our apostles Yapa. Apostles Tahar said what? Them reprobates across the IUIC, unless they have the elect, they're just gonna come out, expose a little bit more, right? Of the IUIC and then fall off. Because they was with us but not of us. Right? But we were of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're gonna strive for the truth until death. Right? And we're gonna nourish all those who are striving for the truth until death. Go ahead.
Because you was now saying Yahweh Shai couldn't dwell in us, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16. He said, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, dwelleth in you?"
We are the temple. We are the house of the Spirit of the Lord. Right? That's why we're supposed to be clean and separate from all these heathen and these two-thirds. That's why we're supposed to be sanctified. Right? We're supposed to have a decorum about ourselves. Right? A form of dignity. Now that we know who we are. As priests, putting on our priestly garment, which is what? At this time, knowledge. Because right now, we physically wearing sackcloth, meaning that we're mourning for our nation. We're mourning for righteousness. We're mourning because of the oppression. Alright? Our priestly garment at this stage is what? This word. The knowledge and understanding of this word. Right? The fact that we're going out here, week in, week out, day in, day out, prophesying about Shem Yahweh Shai. Hey, because it just says a book is going to be written. A book is being written. Right?
It's the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 5 and verse
Hold on. Somebody go back. But I was saying a book is going to be written. And a book is going to be written. Alright, but we ask on this side for when we in the kingdom of heaven. But who brother did this and who brother did that, and what was taking place over here? What the Edomites doing, what this thing, what that thing. Because the angels, if man are recorded, the angels recorded, everything recorded.
Again, 2 Ezra 6 verse 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together.
God, and that going into the internet. Because these books open before the firmament, and we on YouTube live, and it's streaming through the satellite, and everybody on the earth could see all together. 3 billion people to tune into this right now and watch it.
This is Deuteronomy 32 verse 2. It says, I'll start at verse 1. Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain. My speech shall distill as the dew.
Right, this doctrine shall drop as the rain. Right? Come down on earth. Go ahead.
As the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass.
This word going to overtake everything. Alright? This word that we preaching going to overtake everything. It's going to overtake all the lies that the so-called white man spread on the earth. Alright? All this bullshit he teach you that is black people, and this one is African, Native American Indian, and that one is a Mexican, and this one is a East Indian, and all of that. We set back all these different nations in order, and we set back with people in order. All of that, this word is good. One book. See that why they say the pen is mightier than the sword? Because you Edomites all you have guns, but we have a Bible. And this Bible doing more damage than your gun can do.
Right? We have a two-edged sword.
We have a two-edged sword.
This is Isaiah 55 and verse 8. It says, Isaiah 55 verse 8. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but water the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
No matter where you think, this world going to overtake. So hey, you Edomites, all you're going in slavery. Because the Bible says so. That's right. Alright? All you're going in slavery. You Moabites, all you're going in slavery.
That's right.
You East Indians, all you're going in slavery. That's right. You 2/3 niggas, Latinos and Specs going to be put to death. That's right. Because it's written in the book. And it didn't happen yet, so it had to happen.
Jeremiah 23 verse 20 said that. It says, the anger of Yahweh shall not return until he have executed, and until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days he shall consider it perfectly.
Straight to the point.
This is Romans 3:3 on down. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
That's right.
It says, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings. We're going to be justified. Right? There's a time and chance happen to all things. Right? You all don't see it. 2/3 don't see it. Right? These mockers and scoffers, these false prophets that amongst Israel, they don't see it. Right? But it's going to come to pass. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast.
Right.
Right? There's going to be Jacob's trouble. Because they have Israelite camps and teaching that there's not going to be any trouble, there's going to be deliverance. That's not true. So then why going to be delivered? Right? Why going to be delivered?
Just to back up what you just said, because you said that you read that so what if some did not believe?
Go on.
This is Luke chapter boom 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 boom. Oh shit, I in the wrong book. It's Luke chapter 16 verse 31. He says, and he said unto him, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead. That's so I was talking about delays, but guess what? It's the same mindset. 2/3 of Israel. Like Adam on stone. We look up stone goes back to what? Aban, which means they're hard-hearted. You understand? The scriptures call Israel hard-hearted, stiff-necked and hard-hearted. Right? And they wouldn't believe. The scripture said this iniquity shall not be purged unless he died. Right? I was now talking to Thomas bugged out. Alright? Basically he believed that Esau couldn't be saved and all nations not going into captivity. He was so fast to say that hey, Yahweh Shai don't come back in 70 AD and change all things. But guess what? That is why you have to be in the scriptures always. Because when you hear wickedness in the ears, you know to counteract it through scriptures. The Lord said, just like lightning coming from the east. Guess what? So that is how we're going to come. How nobody see when Yahweh Shai come here? How come we still here?
All I shall see him and they that pierce him shall will because of him.
How we still here? The scripture said the day coming that shall burn like an oven. He coming with fire. When that they come? That ain't happen yet. You people are just bugged out. Rest this down. This only for the elect. That's right.
And actually the angel said the same manner in which he go, the same manner he's going to come.
Exactly.
Right? This is going back to Romans 3 and 4.
Because they want to give up this kingdom. Niggas love him.
God. It says, God forbid, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Right? This is Job chapter 34, verse 33. It says, should it be according to thy mind, he will recompense it, whether thou refuse or whether thou choose. And not I, therefore, speak what thou knowest. Right? Yahweh Shai is coming back to bring that judgment upon all evildoers and all the wicked. Right? He is coming back. He has not made his second return as yet. Trust me, you will know when he makes his second return because you'll be afflicted. Right? And you'll be crying out for him. But guess what? The scripture says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. So what end may it be for you?
Luke 12, 48 and 49. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. But for unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled?
Yeah, that's what the Lord come to do. Send fire on the earth. Alright? And by the time the Lord come back, it's going to have fire on the earth. It's going to have chaos. It's going to have all kind of different atrocities happening. That's why he said, what will I if it be already kindled? But this fire don't kindle. Alright? It don't kindle for the so-called white man kingdom to fall. And the Most High just turning it up bit by bit by bit.
Hey, so like a news report coming fresh as he was coming up to camp. US was on RT News. Is the US preparing for war? Right? Watching Trump's strategic movement. Right? Drawing out of Syria. Right? He did a news briefing where he's saying he watching because some of the troops are crossing in Iraq. But he said he's going to be watching Iran. He's going to be watching Turkey. He watching. You understand? Remember what he did the other day? Some nation thing, and then he ended up saying that he called a press conference, and then a little while after, about a day or two after, he ended up launching a missile attack. The same, I think it was Iran with the whole Russia airstrip and all that shit. Right? So they're watching him, all the analysts watching him. War is on the brink. War is inevitable economically, financially. Right? War is inevitable. Right? But these people are asleep. These people fucking watch. Right? Like we's monkeys in a fucking zoo or in a aquarium. Right? But these people dead nevertheless. Hey, he ain't gonna make it as your brother say. He ain't gonna make it. You understand? Because this thing is not about show, this thing is about knowledge towards your salvation. You understand? That's some matters, huh?
Nah, it's just looking pretty decent because it said that he's saying watching. Yeah. When he said he's king of Babylon, have to report here, he's afraid. You understand? he afraid. That's why he watch it.
Yeah, because about 2 days ago, Russia launched the Avant-Garde missile, that hypersonic missile. They did the test and they had it live. They had it, you know, for the world to see. There's no fluke. Yeah, nothing. You understand? So all the time America playing with the little Android, the little Boston Dynamics robots are going to the field. It's going to be a hand-to-hand war. Right? It ain't going to be no hand-to-hand war. This war here is missiles. This war here is missiles. Long range and quick destruction. The scripture say in 1 day, in 1 hour. Right? Go ahead.
Boom, boom, boom. These are Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 13. It says, furthermore, Yahweh spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Let me alone that I may destroy them, blot out their name from under heaven, and I will make of thee a nation mighty and greater than they.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 30. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. So these men who are asleep, they have no hope. No, this is just the 144,000 and the one to the Israel. Like that guy, you know, could have been taking up pictures where no say he feels a clown or a pack shooting. This is serious business going on here.
Yeah, when you look up the word esoteric, the word esoteric means for a selected group. You understand? This word is for that selected group, the elect. That's why the Lord tell Ezra to somebody can read that second Ezra chapter 14. Chapter 14. Understand? This word is only for a selected group, not for all people. 14. It says that all Israel may hear and fear. So for them to hear, somebody had to speak. And the one that's speaking and doing the breaking down is the men of the Lord. The prophets. Which we are the prophets back here in incarnation. Right.
2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 40. And I took it and drank. And when I had drunk of it, my heart uttered understanding, and wisdom grew in my breast. For my spirit strengthened my memory, and my mouth was opened, and I shut no more.
Good.
The highest gave me understanding unto the 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful visions of the night that were told.
So the Lord gave Ezra and the men understanding, and the Lord gave that understanding pursuant to Amos 3 and 7 unto his servants, the prophets. Alright? Go ahead. The Lord said, it is for you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Go ahead.
Which they knew not, and they said 40 days, and they wrote in the day, and at the night they ate bread. As for me, I speak in the day, and held not my tongue by night. In 40 days they wrote 204 books. And it came to pass, when the 40 days were fulfilled.
You can imagine when them 204 books. The scripture said we only seen about a fraction of his creation. Guess what? The fraction of the Lord's creation of the Lord revealed in them books. We know even a smaller fraction. Esau know more than us. That is why Esau preparing right now. Scripture said the children of this will arise and the children of light in their generation.
God, understand?
Can. But guess what? The Lord revealed unto us through our spirits. That's why we've been getting dreams. And guess what? As I always say, a book within a book. As much as they were trying to take things out of the book and try to distort the scriptures, guess what? The Lord says setting us on the right path where we could see and we could read between the lines. And
changing meanings to Salakia, because some years back, you know, we used to be reading out what is sold on Florida. They would tell you plain as insecticide or rodenticide. They change it up in the dictionary.com. You know, they would tell you, they wouldn't, like they said they're plain, but they change it up.
can't, hey, like religion, when they go in etymology dictionary, they change the meaning.
When they go into Jehovah and Jah and Yahweh, when you used to go in Yahweh in the online etymology dictionary, they used to break down the name. Jah as a syllable and Yahweh, right? Or Yahweh, right? You so break it down, you can get the name plain from Yahweh in the online etymology dictionary. Or not to change it up, then split it up to kind of get confused and lost.
Hey, Job, it's Job 13 or Job 15. He say you have fortress of lies. Understand? Take Job 15 and 3.
Okay.
Understand your fortress of lies. But the Most High, you see, reveal it unto us through His Spirit, so that we can understand and know the mystery of His will.
Job 13 and 4. But ye are forgers of lies, and ye are all physicians of no value.
Yeah, physicians of no value, forgers of lies. Not that things you lie about. Guess what? That way the Most High get totally do away with Esau. Take rid of all them lies because the scripture says sin's infinite. Move from a mystery by law. Your mouth from all in evil. Alright? And for you people who believe that the Most High loved Esau and that Esau could get salvation, thou shalt not abhor Edomite. Guess what? You can selectively pick out scriptures as much as you want. Guess what? Esau not gonna be delivered.
That's right.
Esau not gonna be delivered. The Lord said he's not gonna turn out the punishment. How the hell you gonna take one scripture and run with it and say, hey, this scripture said that Esau gonna be saved? The Lord said he's not the author of confusion. If one scripture said Esau could be saved, and the next scripture said Esau can't be saved, you should be thinking right that hey, something done been changed up. The Bible Instruction Group, the correctors back in the Council of Nicaea, alright? Esau trying to hide his tracks. That way Esau trying to do, but he can't hide it. The Lord says nothing here that shall not be revealed. At one point the scripture said, and that wicked shall be revealed, whom you Lord. In Thessalonians, read that from my armor, the 2 Thessalonians. You have something?
I have something.
Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Go ahead.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword,
and still doing it.
And did cast off all pity.
So you trying to tell me what Esau did to us back in 16, 17 and 1800s, alright? When they had the barbecues, the picker niggers, alright? The trader tears, alright? The transatlantic slave trades, where they wipe out all the Aztecs, alright? You trying to tell me that the Lord forget about that? And all of a sudden, these white sons of bitches supposed to just get some kind of, what I'm looking for, some kind of forgiveness, a pardon? Lord said he's not going to turn away the punishment.
It says Numbers chapter 24 verse 20. And when he looked upon Amalek, he took up his parable.
The Lord killed King Saul because he didn't fulfill the law.
Go
ahead.
And when he looked upon Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
And guess what? Since if you want to say that Amalek is when we talk about one tribe, guess what? The Lord said in Obadiah 1:18, Lord said in Ezekiel 25, Lord said in Ezekiel 35, that He's gonna wipe out Esau. Alright? He's gonna lay his heritage waste. Go down. And then
this is Ezekiel 35 verse 14-15. Thus said the Lord power, Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. So will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate among Seir.
Didn't the scripture say in Job 20, the eyes that see him shall see him no more? They shall consider him and not find him. Why wouldn't they find him? Because his ass cannot be eradicated. You Edomites, you so-called whites, the Most High, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua gonna destroy you.
That's right.
Alright, so you could do whatever you want to do right now. Go on all your cruises. Alright, tour the world. Do it now. Because it's your kingdom. But the kingdom to come, we're gonna destroy you.
That's right.
Lord. Go on.
Yeah,
and you can say preaching hate. The Bible is about hate.
That's right.
Alright, the Lord said He hate you white people.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Amalek represent the whole tribe of Esau too, so you can't get around it. Right, in Exodus 17 and 14, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heaven. Verse 16, for he said, because the Lord Yahweh had sworn that the Lord Yahweh will will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
This is Joel chapter 3 verse 19. This is Joel chapter 3 verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. No more?
Yeah, he said this shit. When I said something, what the scripture say? In about the 2 or 3 witnesses every war shall establish. So you just can't come to run me
one scripture that they don't understand.
It's 25:17.
We talk about about the Edomite.
Yeah, but Habor go back to war. Really what Habor go back to? Check it up for yourself, see what the word mean.
And you look at the word Edomite to go back to Assyria. And I said, even if at one point the Lord said not to hate Esau, guess what? The scripture said he broke that brotherly covenant.
This is
Hey, at one point, we call that tribe is Midian?
Midian, you can't.
It's Midian.
Where they were Jethro from.
At one point we were in league with them.
Can't.
But who brought that brotherly covenant? Balaam brought that brotherly covenant.
With
and the Lord Balaam and Balak, and the Lord destroyed them, and he destroyed him too.
Yeah, because he showed him how to make us become disdain to the Most High, be abhorred. Right? You can't destroy them who blessed. That's the same Numbers 23. You can't curse them who blessed. Right? But make them abominable in the sight of the Master, and he won't deal with them. With their power. This is Zechariah chapter 2 verse 8. For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoil you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye.
Hey, the word apple of his eye there go back to Baba. Which means daughter or most precious thing.
Go back to the people of the eye too. The people of the eye. So like, I mean, when my son was born, right, spiritually, the first name I ever was Baba. I didn't know, I just came across this, the understanding of this within the last 2 weeks.
You know, people that say like your child is an eyeball. You understand?
Yeah.
Hey, and guess what? You have a son. But when you have a daughter, most men, that's the time they're going to buy a gun. That's the time they're ready to kill when they have a daughter. You understand? So the Most High said like this daughter of Zion as a beautiful and comely woman. That's why the Lord ready to tear shit up. The Lord said vengeance for his temple. In all the affliction I was afflicted.
It says, verse 9, for behold, I will shake my hand upon them and they shall be spoiled to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord of hosts had sent me.
This is Genesis chapter 12 verse 3. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curse thee, and in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed.
Hey, didn't the Lord say to pray for Nebuchadnezzar and for the life of his sons? But then what happened at the end of 70 years? He got away from his judgment? No. Before we went into Babylon, the Lord said, you're going to go into Babylon for 70 years. And after 70 years, he's going to judge Nebuchadnezzar. And then when he went into Babylon, I think it's in Ezra's, or no, that's in Baruch. I believe it's in Baruch. When the Lord said to pray for the life of Nebuchadnezzar and for his son. You understand? Pray for him that guess what? That it will end up good for you, for Israel. But guess what? At the end of all that, the Lord's taken and judged Nebuchadnezzar for touching us and touching the Lord's inheritance. You understand? Go ahead.
Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity not already worked, only he who now let it will let, until he be taken out of the way, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And we be doing right now, we destroying it with the spirit of his mouth. And when the Lord Yahweh Shemai Ashai come, the Lord gonna destroy him physically with the brightness of his coming.
Revelation 3 and 9.
Understand? Let me just read this just to back up what I was just saying.
Come on.
This is Baruch chapter 1, verse 8. It says, at the same time when he received the vessels of the Lord, of the house of the Lord that were carried out of the temple to return them into the land of Judah, the 10th day of the month of Sivan, namely silver vessels which Sedecias, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, had made. After that, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had carried away Jeconias and the princes and the captives and the mighty men and the people of the land from Jerusalem and brought them unto Babylon. And they said, behold, we have sent you money to buy you burnt offerings and sin offerings and incense and prepare ye manna and offer upon the altar of Yahweh our God, and pray for the life of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and for the life of Balthazar his son, that their days may be upon the earth as the days of heaven. And Yahweh will give us strength and light in your eyes, and we will live under the shadow of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and under the shadow of Balthazar his son, and we shall serve them many days and find favor in their sight. So the reason why they say pray for Nebuchadnezzar to have long life, so is that if that king change, then you have no surety with how the next king can treat you.
Like
all right?
With Joseph.
Exactly.
With Joseph.
Understand? But that don't mean they're gonna escape the indignation of the Lord. The scripture said the mercy of the Lord endured forever to Israel.
I think the Romans did help Israel at a point in time to take down Greece. The Lord still freed them up. In 2nd Ezra 8, when Artaxerxes gave Ezra and chief men the gifts that time to build up the temple, he said, hey, lest the Lord curse, by shall the king and the king's house be cursed. You understand? Go and do the law, and everything that tell Ezra to do everything that permitted unto the law to build the temple. Lord will always have a nation after just for holiness.
There is a transgression, definitely understand. There is a transgression. Don't touch bad man thing. There is a transgression. All these heathen out there, I want to feel.
Yeah, man, it's still at the eyes here, right?
Come.
Just now, there.
These Jeremiah 2 verse 3. Israel was holiness unto Yahweh, and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, saith Yahweh.
You see that? Take that mic.
Blade looking to cut somebody. That blade come on in it.
Jeremiah 2 verse 3.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
It says Isaiah 17, verse 12 on down. It says, woe to the multitude of many people, which make a noise like the noise of the seas, and to the rushing of nations, that make a rushing like the rushing of a mighty water.
Somebody read Psalms 14, and I believe it's verse 1. Go ahead.
It says the nation shall rush.
Verse 1. I believe it's like verse 2 or 3 or 4 coming down there, but if it's not verse 1, we say, the nations no knowledge. Go ahead.
Can. It says, the nation shall rush like the rushing of many waters. But the Most High Yahweh, by Shem El-Shai, shall rebuke them, and they shall flee far off, and shall be chased as a shaft of the mountains before the wind, and like a rolling thing before the whirlwind. And behold, at evening tide trouble, and before the morning he is not.
Yeah, that's the scripture saying 1 hour. So great riches come to naught. At evening time trouble, before morning is not. America gonna be wiped out so quick. Alright, just boom and that is it.
No, I'll say boom, 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 boom.
This is a portion of them that spoil us, and a lot of them that rob us.
Hey, the scripture say warn to the nation that fight against Ariel.
Can I after?
Yeah, can. Well, Psalms.
Oh, Psalms. Psalms 14 verse 4. Says, have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat
No bad man thing, don't touch bad man thing. Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know?
You know what to do you.
And that is like,
Still don't touch my thing, boy.
you could imagine the Lord asking that question like,
That would the Lord tell oh gosh, my mind like I control sermons right now. This king back in with Abraham.
Sihon?
Nah. We said Sarah. He said thou art but a dead man.
Good.
Yeah. I know an Egyptian king. He said he took him by the talk about the innocence of his hands. Gosh, I can't remember his name. Genesis. Abimelech. When he said, thou art but a dead man. And I heard the Lord telling them nations, you are dead people. You have no knowledge.
Psalms chapter 14 verse 4. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon Yahweh.
Yeah, you understand? You have no knowledge, you eat up the Lord's people and still doing it right now. Because you benefiting off us. You understand? Now, the same thing that America doing Trinidad doing all of a sudden. Alright? I just watched a video that said that I believe it's DHS contacted the CDC to investigating all the immigrants that bringing diseases into America. I think just this week Trinidad bringing on the same news that Venezuelans bringing malaria to Trinidad. How the hell you know they're bringing malaria into Trinidad? You ain't even allowing them to come into Trinidad. All of a sudden it's like it just fabricating news.
Propaganda.
And you understand? And you know the masses just gonna run with it. You understand?
So you could push the agenda, the wicked agenda. We know you're dirty games.
They share that on Facebook where they share a whole set of different news networks. They line them up and all of them saying the same thing on the same way.
Yeah.
The same thing the same way.
We know you want to push your agenda.
Propaganda machine.
Yeah. We know that.
Yeah, they keep us divided. The Willie Lynch syndrome, yeah, they keep us divided. Some way, some form, yeah, you have to have us against them. But we all want, but have us against them. It must have us and it must have them.
Let me show these people who take gullible, right? My uncle had malaria. I was in the same house with my uncle. I never catch malaria. But he had malaria. So if you in Soca Venezuela come with malaria, how the hell Soca Trinidad and catching malaria? You're really fucking retarded, boy. I'm not gonna believe this shit.
World Health Organization pushing out that too, and some other one with World Health.
All liars, all liars.
That's bullshit.
All liars.
You can't get it against them. I read next year, you never get that.
Psalms 94 verse 20 says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame mischief by a law?
They do it, mischief by a law, push the agenda, come with some kind of, they'll come with the next vaccine.
Want to do that righteous decree?
Yeah, they're going to come with the next vaccine, you know what? They got to take a malaria shot. If I don't have malaria, why the hell I need a malaria shot?
To put the disease in the system to break down the immune system.
Exactly.
They're liars. Forgers are lies.
Exactly. Now continue. Verse 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous, the council, the UN summits, and condemn the innocent blood. But Yahweh is my defense and the God of my rock of my refuge, and my God is the rock of my refuge, and he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, or power, shall cut them off.
This is Psalms 9, Psalms chapter 9, verse 90. Arise, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Salah.
This is Psalm 64, verse 5 to 6. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privy. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But the Most High Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
Hey, the scripture said, the Lord shall laugh them to scorn. You understand? Because all the things that they're doing, they don't know that the end coming. A matter of fact, they know the end coming, but they think that they have a chance where they can actually, offset the prophecies. They can't. You trying to offset the prophecies, as we always say, is making the prophecies happen even faster.
Exactly.
The faster you work, the faster prophecies fulfilling. Just do what you have to do already. Hey, just implement the chip tomorrow morning. Just come out and say, all people are taking it. Just do that.
Crash the economy.
Yeah, collapse it.
It's done 184 trillion. Right? It's done 184 trillion and rising. We know they can't pay. We know they can't pay back their debt. We know it's only a few compared from the 10 years.
Hey, guess what? The dollar was on a 100-year charter, and it up since in 2030. Like 5 years now.
So then we look at extra area side.
Just collapse. Just do it. Just do what you gotta do.
Just back where I was saying, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, knew the prophecy about Moses being the deliverer. So he killed out the first one of Egypt, and with that's Moses right in the back here, right in the front here, slap here.
Then we have a shy too in his boat with the wise men. Right? I think I can't remember who's the king, but he said he wanted to know who was this king to come and rule, and he set us at the crews to kill the firstborn too.
Herod.
It's Herod.
Yeah, he's trying to offset prophecies. He's actually making it come to pass.
That's the thing.
You know the way, like for the science men, it's have something that actually cause the reaction. We just call it a catalyst. You don't know what the catalyst is that's gonna cause that prophecy to happen. You understand? I mean, Israel know, but yet Israel done fucked up. Still they know. The Lord said, "Hey, if you do this, I'm gonna send you. You're gonna go into captivity. You're gonna go into captivity in slave ships." And Israel done still do exactly what he said not to do. So Israel just make the old prophecy come to pass.
Isaiah 1 and 3 say my people don't consider.
Understand? But Esau, just do what you have to do. I said tomorrow morning, just wake up, sign that bill, say all countries implement that chip full scale. One time, martial law, collapse the economy.
Let's collapse the dollar, man. Collapse the dollar. You understand? Yeah, collapse the Kasi chaos. Because these niggas need to die.
That's right.
You understand? So collapse the dollar, man.
Bring it come.
These niggas that bleed.
That's right.
You understand?
Bring it come.
So, as I was saying, right? Hey, when Israel going to prophesy that this so-called white man feeling, right? The people feel. So Psalms 10 verse 17. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thy ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, and that man of the earth may no more oppress. You know, like brother, what Yahweh that was no say, hey, collapse the dollar. The Most High here, and we pray of the humble. Who is the humble? The 144,000 elect man. You know, we sign and cry.
Dollar collapse, we got work again. Fuck Isa. All we got work again. We just got, hey, hope and pray that we be delivered.
That's right. Loan done.
Remember they show it's because that way so that way they cashing in dollar because they owe in trillions. So right? being the devil and the deceitful person that they are, people that they are, they crashing it to start afresh. Hey, fuck that, let's crash it, right? Let me start afresh. It's like you're playing snake and ladders and you're losing. You just throw over the table, oh shit, fuck the squad. You know? Yeah, Jubilee. Yeah, Jubilee. You understand? 7 years, you forgive all debts. And you always Jews. That year release was supposed to be since the beginning of 2017.
In Obama turn, we keep the interest rate at 0. So anybody could go and get a loan. So we keep it at 0 now, we double the interest rate. So now the feds raise the interest rate now. So a lot of you clowns now, you can't get a loan easy. You understand? They make it more hard. You understand? Because we treat Obama term the double the interest rate. You understand? So you start crashing dollar, man.
It says Revelation chapter 18 verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High had remembered her iniquities.
And you Obama, you were in slavery. You are a mite. You are a devil.
I think he said he gonna be trying to run for the next term. Next election.
Next election in plantation.
Yeah, he can run 3 consecutive. That will make him a king. And nobody can run for the right. How they set up the monarchy system now? Like the king and the queen and them in Europe, right? In England and them other places, right? He can't do that in America, or else they'll make him a king. You understand? Now I had to break him the 2, after the 2, and then he can run again for the 3rd. You understand?
Good in the cattle Obama.
Can't.
That's what you gonna run. Good in the cattle field.
No, it's a whip on the back, he forget. He ain't gonna run good. You run with your hands flailing at the elbows.
They got no fucker. They see that infinite vibration you men got. Now in the kingdom.
Beat that shit out of here. Beat that spirit.
They got in the kingdom.
Beat that spirit out of here. Anyway, we gonna have breeding farms and shit too. You understand?
But he's so going to hate that. He's so going to try to turn them women on them around.
He's not got choice to come.
He's so kind of think about popping women in the ass, because that's all they like. Sodomy. Yeah, son. I tell you, they want whip from me in the kingdom, I busting it in half. They don't want me to whip you. They don't want me to whip you. I will bust your ass in half.
I call back that spirit.
Come back here. Yeah, in the kingdom of heaven. Brothers got do everything from sins when he start violate. So brother got the anger in there because we can do everything that you bitch do. So we see you, we gonna hey. As Elder Pastor Tara said, we can work it for 3 days straight.
No food. No food, mud pies. I think the elders and they are across in Springfield. When they say, but then they are across in Haiti eating mud pies and they live in. No food. No food. No food.
I
bought yesterday.
I was watching War Big Times in the game the other day. When they had them in the concentration camps, they actually had them building the war without food and water. When Caesar come and say give apes food and drink, or they can't work. And he say, hey, nah, you king nothing, let them work. But after you give them food and water, well, guess what? Just like Esau was, because you know, the ape represent us. So he was portraying, you know, what they're gonna do to us. But guess what? That's what we're gonna do to you. We're gonna make you work with no food, no water, and no sleep. Because guess what? We had to give you double. You are just working for 18 hours a day picking cotton. You know it's 18 hours a day? Picking cotton. Take you up in about 2 hours to go pick for 18 hours again. And Jake still finding time to breathe in that 2 hours.
That's where they're going to breathe. That's where there's multiply that's where the stress.
You can't drink wine, so that you only take could calm your mind.
Hey, that's why there's some vitamins. These all stress.
Yeah, he saw me out for two. And I think one of the apostles say the day is going to be a full day. So don't think you're going to have a 24-hour day. The day might be 72 hours long.
I remember one of the small days used to be long. Summer summer used to be real long. They used to be long. I remember when they out for summer vacation. Yeah, that 2 months used to be like
long.
like a year.
Yeah. No?
I got it running fast now like that.
Yeah, man. Short days for the elect sake. I couldn't. Hey.
Then wait, Salam. We say in 2 Peter 3. They say, "What the Lord is as well as years." They so. When Esau come in our kingdom, that one day might be for 1,000 years, so we're working
You know it's not.
non-stop.
Every minute you have to be calling back Esau's spirit. That 1,000 years, you know it's that.
Yeah, with no straw. No, but they ain't gonna be using that to build our kingdom. Our kingdom building out of gold and diamonds and rubies and sapphire stones. And all these precious jewels.
All the go Esau we got stash away.
Yeah.
He had to cut diamond, just say, no, you need diamond to cut diamond.
Hey.
He need a pickaxe. He gave me a pickaxe to try to cut that diamond.
Hey, they have all these things. They have all these things because they have them there as not artifacts, but like treasures in the vaults and whatnot. They bring it out. They have the hope diamond and all these different things. As for us, as for the scriptures, Yahushua said what? The gold is mine, silver is mine. You understand? You got it in first, our street. Hey, and the nice thing, you must have it, put it in their mind. Make it real nice and make bricks, make them in bricks. Let's pay for our streets. You understand?
This is a book of Haggai. Haggai chapter 2 and verse 7. I'll start at verse 6 though. It says, "For thus said Yahweh of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, said Yahweh of hosts. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, said the Lord God."
In Psalms 119 verse 126, "It is time for thee, Yahweh, to work, for they have made void thy law." And the Lord working right now. You understand? David said, "Days he did that the Lord had made." You understand?
Hey, so what do you have about the spiritual life? Hey, Esau, you're finished now. Esau kingdom in a uproar. He kingdom in a uproar. When you look through the whole of Europe, it's only yellow vest protesting. The one the king stepped down against the immigration pact. You understand? Yeah.
The 7 heads and the 10 horns. Right? Because as I say, the yellow vest, like France. What about Brexit? Like Britain.
Yeah, that's with the European Union, with England, and also the yellow vest moving right through the European, the Brussels, the Germany. You understand? They're moving. They even in England.
A kingdom divided amongst itself.
Because when the UK leave Brexit, hey, the EU they cause a collapse in the economy. Because England, our United Kingdom is a staff for them. There's a staff. You understand?
This is 2 Corinthians 3 verse 18. "But we all, with open face, beholding as in a glass the glory of the Lord, are changed into the same image from glory to glory, even as by the Spirit of the Lord." Verse 4, chapter 4 verse 1, "Therefore seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not." Like I was talking about the spiritual eyes, right? So we see it where other people see, like in a plain glass, the prophecies coming to pass. You understand? Beholding the glory of the Most High. The things that he's doing, he's working right about now. And a lot of people don't know it, right? Because a lot of people think that God is some kind of fairy tale person that just get blessings and he can't do evil. Like this stupid woman on work, she believes the Lord can't do evil. But the scripture is telling Isaiah, "Yeah, do good or do evil that they may know that there is a God."
You know what's evil. Where she get this fucking administration about. That's the evil. Because she in misery, she in misery and she in distress. Hey, you woman need to shut the fuck up. Tiny and you woman fuck him out. You need to shut the fuck up. You understand? But back to you, Issa. That's why the Republican and the Democrat, you can't see eye to eye. That's why Trump want to build a wall and Democrat don't need no wall. You understand? So you keep fighting, just like these two devils. Antiochus, when he go compete Ptolemy Rem, when he go to Egypt, who think was fighting? Edomite was fighting Edomite.
Just say nation divided amongst itself.
Yeah.
How they could stand.
So we see the courses going over Easter, going over on you. Use the real nigga on the planet.
Hey, we see the prophecies being fulfilled. We seen it, but these heathen and these tutors are seeing it. You understand?
Back then in slavery, right? A lot of the Jakes, a lot of the Israelites, they prefer death than bondage. Now Esau, you're gonna be praying for death. Because what we went through, imagine it was rough for we. And his sin gonna be double. But when you're reading I think it's in Job 27, we say this is the portion of the wicked man. And reading in Psalms 11, I'll start at verse 5. It said, the Lord Yahweh tried the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hated. Right? You see, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and horrible tempest shall be the portion of their cup. Right? Because when you read, I think it's in Lamentation 4, around the 20-something verse, right? He said, this cup shall also pass unto thee. So when we get, Esau gonna get a double.
So you shall bring them out with drugs.
Yeah.
Just be drunken and speak.
Yeah. So you said it come together.
No, what I'm saying, you see what you say, so you really nigga on the planet. The birthright we sell for a morsel of meat. This brother, Elam, one number, was going to take. And a morsel of a little piece of meat, man. A nigga, ain't nigga shit, he's a nigga. A little piece of meat. You sell your whole birthright for a little piece of meat.
Jacob was cooking it, you know. Only nigga had to do was wait, you know.
Just wait.
And you get free plate of food.
You just gotta taste something.
Yeah, that's all. Hey, let me get that was sample it. That was a little bit more salt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a real nigga, Easter.
Hey, guess what the birthright wasn't even his?
It wasn't his. We went to that. We went to that yesterday. It wasn't his from the beginning.
Exactly. You see, Easter, hey, Yahweh should pay you for a bitch. You get played.
Esau is a natural man, and Jacob is a spiritual man. Yeah. Right? And the kingdom was for the spiritual, it wasn't for the natural.
Hey,
the natural.
He was a
Played
man. Upright.
Can't.
Just say one was made unto another, one was made unto the son.
Can't.
Hey, you top elite, you know these things. These people walking out here, these Edomite. Y'all gonna fight, and y'all gonna fight. The most I see said Egyptian against Egyptian. Y'all gonna fight. No way y'all gonna fight when y'all realize y'all get rat out to y'all kingdom. This is y'all event. You understand?
Hey.
Y'all double fucking losers.
Can't.
You're not supposed to be no Edomite, and you suffer in this place.
I mean, they always know selling everything, you know. You can't put a white man to run against a black man and you can feel your way.
You think what we doing right now, we're gonna be seeing this in the kingdom? Esau coming out on the streets.
Prophesying against
Jacob, you fucking mad.
Hey, well, how they say to the world?
Well, yeah, that 1,000 years on top of that.
How they say? Don't put gold out to your toes, because as you think it, you'll get stripes.
We can know your thoughts.
Yeah, as you think it, you'll get stripes.
What you think about it? We beat you one time. We put a fear in your mind. Hey, we're gonna fuck with you devils.
That's right.
You understand?
Don't want to see my face.
You have to get Esau a mic right through. Because what that squeaky voice he can't preach about. Don't put a little bass in that.
Yeah, and I just took that the prophets was this.
Yeah.
Yahushai, yeah, you know how mighty Yahushai boys
5,000.
had to been
5,000.
on top of that mount?
On top of mount.
Oh, what's on the boat?
That is not in a valley where you boys could reverberate. That is an open space.
And the multitude here, Yahweh Shai talk.
What about by the seaside, by on the boat?
Yeah, notice the sea could be noisy.
And the waves crashing.
You understand?
The scripture saying voice was like what?
Many waters.
Like many waters.
I can witness that boy. That jig. Down we say used to call them fat blacks. That man had a deep heavy voice, boy. That man's voice was real powerful. He said, hey, he had like thunder when that man speak, boy. His voice roaring. He had a deep heavy voice.
Like sometimes when they hear a jig chip off, or when our son talk to father and get thin and voice like, oh, alright.
Yeah, I had like 2 jigs. First time I think I was a supervisor already, boy. And them they was doing a job, and one splash shit on the next one. Literal human shit on the next one in this well. Boy, and like he correlated him down there in the well. And when they come out now, no, and I'm leaving him in the well because 2 of them working and he and I'm leaving him. When he shoveling so now and he turn and he see he get abandoned now. Man wait until after. If you see the man skinny, I know. Calab must be the skinniest man. No, Matty is the skinniest man. The man must be like Matty size. Now you still have frame, but the man's skinny. Boy, when that man open him out, right line, with the anger, boy, you see big man boil down, you know. You know, he had that spirit come out, that power come out now, boy. And I jig. And you know, like when I see it, I remember Joshua and the wall of Jericho now, boy. You understand? Jake had that power. Jake was, that what Jake is, I'm playing, yeah, Benjamin, rather than Wolf. You understand?
In Lamentation chapter 4 verse 21, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. Hey, so the Most High said, rejoice and be glad. Hey, so max out your credit card, continue popping animals, you know, continue doing your wickedness. You understand, big guy?
But swing with the sharks.
Yeah.
Swing with the sharks, man.
You understand?
Steve Owen, that's cranky.
Yeah, you continue putting more in the vaccine floor in the water. You keep spraying your chemtrail. You understand? Yeah, you fulfill your wickedness. Right? Yeah. This is your kingdom. Right? He said, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked.
Amen. The Lord messed up too, because the Lord telling them the destruction coming, so rejoice and be glad.
Rejoice and be glad. Yeah, I have no reconciliation.
Yeah.
There's no reconciliation. You go and get. It's like you are a parent telling your son, hey, you cut ass buckle.
Yeah.
Cut ass buckle. It's just a matter of time and chance. You will get a cut ass.
Yeah. Read something up here.
Yeah, right on.
It's Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 12. And it says, for thus said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup of a surely drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Yeah. That's straight to the point. You're going to drink Esau. Hey, the Most High beloved, drink of the cup. Most High wife, drink of the cup. Yeah. So what the hell is, the Most High said this is not nothing.
Because I was one red without yeah.
So y'all gotta drink.
And the mixture of is red.
You understand? So y'all gotta drink. Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee.
Yeah, this you Edomite. You understand? Most I said, woe. You understand? Woe to thee was not spoiled. You understand? Go ahead.
Isaiah 51 verse 21. It says, therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, thy God that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again.
Yeah, speaking to the Israel. You understand? The cup of the Most High fury was slavery. That's how the Most High poured the anger on us through slavery.
But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and as hey, guess what? And like when they showed this movie, the slave movie, where the Edomite had the Jake child line when he
Goodbye,
and
Uncle Tom.
foot on top of him.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom.
Understand? That's
Stink
how we gonna
fat.
have you.
Stink fat.
You're gonna be our footstool. Hey, we gonna have an Edomite to be a perpetual footstool. And anytime you raise up and stretch your back, you get boots.
I'm not putting my foot on Esau back. My foot is a break Esau fucking back.
75, yeah?
Yes,
Come on.
Isaiah 51:17. Awake, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunken at the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. So just like we did, guess what? You're gonna do and double.
I want for Psalm 75:8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and it is poured out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
Are you heathen going into captivity? Are you heathen? Jeremiah 30:15. God experience. You understand? So are you heathen going to? Are you heathen is a bunch of wicked motherfuckers, right? But Esau take the cup. You understand?
That's how verse 15, Jeremiah 30 and 15. That's how verse 14. That's how verse 12. It says, thus said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous.
Talking to Israel.
There is none that pleaded thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forsaken thee, which they seek thee not. For they have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, and with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou? Why criest thou for thine affliction? Why thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity? Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee.
So the Most High telling Israel, you understand? This we do to you because your sin was increased. The Most High say your lovers forsake you, your lovers. These are the gods that you bow down to. You understand? Especially so-called white man. You understand? You're not healed. Right? Go ahead, Al.
It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries. And guess what? The Lord say, we bring these upon you because you sin.
Okay.
You understand?
So about these heathens who touch the apple of the Most High, you violate. The scripture says, strive not with a man that's more mighty more than you. You are striving with the Most High. So you gotta feel the wrath. Hey, and listen, hey, are you heathens? This your perfect lot. Y'all are servants. Right? Most of y'all should put you in the position. So don't get it twisted. Y'all were created to be servants. So y'all gonna be put back in your rightful lot. Right? Yeah.
It says, therefore all that devour thee shall be devoured, all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity.
Yeah, you Hamites, you stinking Africans, you Moabites, you Ammonites, you understand? You Edomites, you Elamites, all you nation going into captivity. Right? All you nation going into captivity. And the same nation that you had despised, called niggas and spicks, and all kind of evil to say about them, you're gonna rule over here, you're gonna bow. You're gonna bow. These same so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, right? So-called Native American, y'all oppressing through your jobs. And all they say y'all oppressing and paying them minimum wages and holding back the payment. Especially you Elam. You understand? You're gonna remind all you devils you think that you did. That's what it is? That's what it is?
Yes. We're saying, that these heathen, they were made to be servants.
Yeah.
Right? There's the article in the Lord's Tribe and Promised Land. Where
Yes, so I just have to lose the point because you said that thy wife all these things come upon you, right? The 2nd Chronicles chapter 12 verse 1. And it came to pass when Rehoboam had established the kingdom and had strengthened himself, he forsook the law of Yahweh and all Israel with him, And it came to pass that in the 5th year of King Rehoboam, Shishak, king of Egypt, came up against Jerusalem because they had transgressed against Yahweh.
Yeah, that's how the Mosiah is moved. Mosiah going to put you on a week. And that's why you jakes out here, you can't get healed. You go into all these Obia, man. You go into the pharmacy, you go into all these specialists who call themselves doctors, and you can't get healed. You can't get healed. Because you're not using the right ointment. Yeah.
As I was saying, right?
Don't buy his words.
Exactly.
And these other nations, they were made to be servants. Israel was made to rule.
Yeah.
Right? And it's going back to that. Right? They lost tribe and promised land in page 365. Right? The tribe of God here what they say. Right? He said the God of these children of Israel, you see they call them Israel, they know they are Israelites. Right? Is the true God. They had said, and everything inscribed on their tablets is true. And at the end of days, they will be lords of all the nations of the earth.
Right.
One nation will come bringing many things to this land. And after we have all been provided for, these children of Israel will go forth from where they are now and reign over the whole earth.
Over that last part?
He said, and at the end of days, they will be lords of all the nations of the earth. One nation will come bringing many things to this land. And after we have all been provided for, these children of Israel will go forth.
And that is like Job 12:12. It says, in fullness of the sufficient.
I'll get it.
Yeah. He says, after we have all been provided for.
Yeah, he said these children of Israel will go forth from where they are now and reign over the whole earth as they once did.
That's something for you, right?
Job 20:20.
Not 12, yeah. Not 12.
When he shall be thing.
In the fullness of his sufficiency. Yeah, when he's about to fill his belly, and that one he said the fullness of his sufficiency.
Oh, yeah, that's
shall be straight.
Shall be straight, yeah, that's true. And all the hands of the wicked shall be against him. Yeah.
20 and 22. Job 20 and 22.
What's that 20?
Job 20 and 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save out of or save of that which he desired. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
Yeah, he shall be in straits. They'll be in a tough situation. You understand? When they're done being taken care of by us, guess what? We're going to lay hands on you. Well,
That's right.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
and right now the hand of the wicked against him, because you see Russia against him, Iran against him, North Korea against him.
No answer because
Yeah,
they're making our road, they're joining back up.
Venezuela against him. Guess what? Cuba,
Iran, Turkey.
Yeah, you understand? All
Yeah,
the
Cuba
countries
too.
against
Cuba
him.
too.
Now remember, Cuba was
Syria.
making some, trying to make some league with Cuba the other day.
Nah, but Cuba is still down with Russia.
Yeah, let me squad piece Soviet Union.
You understand? So all the hands of the wicked against him right now. But
It says, verse 24, he shall, verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eaten.
Yeah, he trying to do anything. When he establishing his one world order, chipping, going to the place, chipping Jake, putting Jakes to death. Right? That's when he trying, when he's eating. You understand? Most I gonna rain them nuclear missiles at you devil. You understand? And we know where you devil's going to hide to. You Rockhead Rockefeller. We know where you're going to hide. You're going to hide under the sea, in the cliff of the rocks, and you're going up in fucking space. So we know where you're going.
hey, I can remember somebody put it up in the group, but they were showing like a video. I remember in the group on Facebook, YouTuber said that they have underground cities in America linking up from Washington DC to the White House, hundreds of miles.
Yeah, let's go. That's beautiful because each and every one you motherfucker can die around the day. So that's beautiful.
Yeah, thank Elon Musk for that.
This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 3. It says, the horseman lifted up his both his bright sword and glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpse. They stumble upon their corpse because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that set nations through a whoredom and families through a witchcraft. The Lord still lift up that bright arrow and send them missiles, and he can rain it down.
Going back to Job chapter 20, verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
Terrors upon you, devil. You devil have no way to escape. You understand? This is Revelation 9.
Except after him, this is Isaiah chapter 29, and verse 14. It says, Behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among the people, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding. Yo, somebody.
No, he's not right. He's not right. You know, Satan try to fuck me up. When we just said, God said the spirit will be banging his son. It's Satan, he's not right, man. Leave me give you, man. Most I can put you to death just now. Here we go.
Yeah, so like, this is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 14. It says, Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among the people, even a marvelous work and a wonder of the visions of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. It says, verse 15, it says, Woe unto them that seek depth to hide, seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in darkness, and they say, Who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Surely your turning of things, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed, and the potter's clay.
Yeah, because the Most High going to turn the captivity. Right? It's the Most High. The Most High is the potter. Right? They'll be on top. 1 minute they're on top, next minute they're going to be in bondage. Right?
And dried up the green tree.
Yeah.
And allow the dry tree to flourish. Bring it and flourish.
Those I say, I can set them right before your eyes, roughly in Psalms 15.
Don't prepare the table before me
in the presence of my enemies.
This prophecy we see fulfilled right before your eyes, sir.
Yeah. Israel know that. That's why they had the Mayan calendar. The end of an age. He saw 2012. Guess what? He saw no, it's not 2012. You know. He just trying to make it propaganda just to just for people to take focus off that. So 2012 don't go on to the Mayan calendar fake. It ain't fake. The end of an age here. They prophesied about the end of an age just from Ezra.
The scripture says they seek to change times. So who even said let's go and calendar even closer to what the Most High. Right, but you know we can tell true prophecy. True prophecy as Marcus I just break down.
Yeah, I guess.
The end of an age. Because you see he would destroy them with his mouth.
With the spirit of his mouth.
Well, that's what we doing.
We don't even know what fucking year we in. How the hell you reached out, you counting down from where they count down from so you let me say like you started from 3000 AD. No, 3000 BC to 0, then 1 AD. How the fuck you how you come with that much Esau?
Any profane force that Esau
how you come with that much? Where you started come from? Till you reach from that Babylon was there in 726 BC. Then it come down to 520. How you reach the countdown? Now you start counting going up. How?
Then the earth is how much billion years and trillion years and dinosaurs and oil and
the earth roughly 12,000 years old.
Confusion.
I think we should There's Romans 3 verse 13. He said their throat is an open sepulchre
Right?
Sepulchre.
Yeah, there are two. There are two may bury the dead.
See, with their tongues, they have used deceit. The poison of apes is under their lips.
So the wicked, it was as straight as soon as they were born speaking lies. The wicked are strange from the womb.
Say, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. Say, their feet are swift to shed blood, destruction and misery in their way.
That's what it is. You understand? You say even call him the deaf Adam. You tell you in Proverbs, I can't remember it exactly. Tell you in Proverbs, he got 7 abominations in his mouth. He's a complete devil. You understand what? Hey, but they Putin was saying, you know, America pushing for a war. We're gonna end civilization. No, the war is not civilization. The war is the end of your age. The end of you Edomite age.
That's right.
Right? It's not the end of no civilization. Because the war, life gonna still go on. It's the end of you devil age. You understand? The end of your rulership. The end of your kingdom. Right?
Hey, listen to this. This where Esau is. This where in the pride of the apes. They say what the 29th scroll, the 6th verse. Say, beware of the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn. Alone among God's primate, he kills for sport or lust or greed. That is Esau.
That's Esau.
He
Trophy
will
killing.
murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make it a desert of your homes. Shun him. Hey, just with the scriptures, he was driven from among men. You understand? Drive him back into the jungle, his jungle lair. For he is the harbinger of death. You understand? That is Esau.
Brother Kosha put up Proverbs 26:2. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart.
There's the fish of the...
Hey, the scripture said never trust thy enemy. Because iron rusted, so it is his wickedness.
Hey, rust is going carrying it back to his purest form, his most innate form. So when it rusts, it go back to his pureness. Hey, and that's what the white man is. So-called white man, the Edomite man. Not appearance, but by spirit. He's an evil, malicious, covetous, harbinger of death.
Can't you the scripture saying you wipe away all the rust, you realize that did not all together wipe away? You wiping away rust to find more rust, you wicked to your core.
Yeah, but you're not white. You Edomites not white. You're not righteous. You're not pure. You're not innocent. You're not white. You're black. You Edomites are black.
Hey, look some flower over there.
Hey, a blade flying out there. You get Isa just now, man. I'm going to say. You get Isa. Yeah, to what? Right? After you saying something else,
it's so fucking like your excuse for bringing Jake over here is that you brought us here because we were savages over there in the jungle. So you brought us over here to civilize us. But when you came over here, the North American Indians taught you how to clean your ass. And you still don't know how to do it right because you're using toilet paper. Wiping your ass, don't clean your ass, you don't wash your ass. You're gonna step in dog shit and wipe your foot off, you're gonna wash your foot.
Again, that next thing too, because even in the East, what they do, they leave their shoes outside, and the outhouses are outhouse. It's not that in-house. The toilet's not in the house.
So is that dope?
This is he says he was researching this 5G technology. It is very harmful. There's a high radiation. They show some places where they do run tests in certain states in America, and birds is dropping dead by the thousands. Birds is dropping dead by the thousands. You understand? That 5G technology, once they have the satellite, the antennas in the area, it causing serious radiation damage.
Yeah, if you say, woe is me, who shall deal with me? Those days, day of tribulation, day of death. Yeah. So we know. All this is the most I work, so we're not giving these no fucking praise. We're giving our praise and saying, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh. The most Holy Spirit need to bring the 5G.
Fuck Jesus.
Exactly.
Fuck Christ.
Exactly.
We come out here no most like Christ bullshit.
Yeah.
understand? Or Garden of Christ Church. The fuck you come out here, you teaching Israel to come back to the Most High, but yet you talk about Most High and Christ. That's what the scriptures say, the return, but not to me. You understand? You keeping the people away from the fountain of living water. Alright?
Shut up the kingdom of heaven.
So what they honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me?
God, what the hell you got? Think about we out here preaching, Yaba Shamil Shai, and the name of our group is GMC. You understand? You understand? GMSC, Great Millstone in Christ. Fuck out of here with that shit.
I would not be a great millstone, I would not be a pebble.
That's wickedness.
Mark 7 and 6. He answered and said unto them, well had Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, this people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines and commandments of men.
Hey, when we were in the wilderness, some of the laws that the Lord gave Moses to give us was actually teaching us to relinquish things that we learned in Egypt. Alright? Like having sex with animals. That is what the Egyptians used to do. Deuteronomy 21 and 5, when 22 and 5, when it says a man shall not put on a woman's garment. When you do research, plenty of you fucking Egyptians was transvestites.
Look at Shaka Amos.
You understand? What transvestites? So the Lord teaches us, hey, them things that you see the Egyptians do, hey, don't do that. Alright? So you coming now to return the people back to the Most High, to take them from that Egypt mentality, but yet you're trying to keep Egypt in the mentality. You keep it a constant reminder that we've been in Egypt. We don't want to remember we was in Egypt. We don't want to remember Christ.
There's Leviticus chapter 18, verse 24. Defile not yourselves in any of these things, for all the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. And the land is defiled, therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it. And the land itself vomited out her inhabitants. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit.
And guess what? That Christ is the reason why plenty of you people believe that you're not supposed to hate. Because Christ is love. Christ is a fucking hippie. That's right. Peace and love. That is all Christ about. Christ is a fucking hippie. That long perm-ass fucking hair and a constant smile like the fucking Joker. Understand? That love everybody's spreading from Christ.
The same smile these walking up the scriptures down the face. You see that with a smile on the fucking face. What's it to smile about? We fucking slaves. What's it to smile about? We the lowest thing on the planet right now. We being despised among all these nations. What the fuck is the smile about? If they say a Christian, there's a smile on the fucking face.
You're right,
In the old press, the scriptures say,
to the oppression make a wise man, man.
Yeah. Hey, the scriptures say wisdom is given unto them in misery, so they're not wise. Because they're not oppressed. There's a wisdom that increases sorrow.
peace, love, and prosperity.
Isaiah 56, of the coming word, Isaiah 56 and 10 and 11. His watchmen are blind and they are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs, they cannot bark, sleeping lying down, loving to slumber. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand, that they look all to their own way, everyone for his own gain.
Hey, guess what? All the brothers who in Great Millstone, make sure that your mind right. And give the Most High thanks that he woke you up in Great Millstone. Because guess what? All these other camps out there bugging us fucking hell. That's right. Alright, hey, you see these two jackasses from Milwaukee. Milwaukee. Hey, them men bugging. Holy fuck! You gonna believe that Joseph and Mary never had sex? How you gonna believe in an immaculate conception? Where's the purpose of Joseph's genealogy in Matthew chapter 1? How the fuck you gonna believe that Cornelius is an Edomite? So that means all people could be saved then. Cornelius was the starting of the train of bringing in the Israelite foreigners. The reason why Peter said that he's not going to one of a strange nation is because Cornelius wasn't presenting himself as an Israelite. All right? It had centurions from quite Alexandria, Egypt. All right? It had Israelites that wasn't even calling themselves Israel, calling themselves Antiochians. So when they come into the Roman centurions, now they would be Israelites presenting themselves as the other nations. That is why the scripture says the Lord can call thou common or unclean. But you people can't see the book within the book. That's why you lost. But I will Lord said, bless your eyes for me see. Right. So while you out there talking shit about the apostles, guess what? The apostles going up. When you talking about, hey, guess what? Hey, that wrong and this wrong, but guess what? The apostles going up on your black ass staying down.
That's right.
So they give praises to the Most High Yahweh Shai that he woke us up with the truth. That's right. So this is the truth. And GMS have 100% truth. Right. And what I meant by 100% truth means that guess what? The scripture said there's no lie of the truth. Right. If Great Millstone was teaching that Cornelius was an Edomite, that wouldn't be the truth. We wouldn't be in the truth. If Great Millstone was teaching that the ivory chip is embargo, we wouldn't be in the truth. So when we say we have 100% truth, doesn't mean that we know all the mysteries, because as I said, we don't know what the 7 thunders, the words of the 7 thunders spoke. We don't know who the 24 elders are. We don't know what I showed Moses about the end.
Right.
Alright? No, in the 204 books.
Right.
But guess what? Concerning salvation, concerning what written within the book,
right.
what written, we
concerning
know.
the name,
concerning the name, we know.
Who the kingdom of heaven is for.
Right.
And as far concerning the doctrine, we have 100% truth.
Because
Because the Lord said we know in part.
Stand the back of the brother too. We tell you Revelation 14. Only the 144,000 could learn that song.
Hey, somebody read 14 and I believe it's 5. If it's not 5, it's 6.
Only them could learn that song. So,
But I'm back to verse 4, as the brother said.
Revelation.
This is Deuteronomy 29:29. The secret things belong unto Yahweh, by Hashem El Shai our power. But those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
so he revealed secrets unto the prophets. So the brother on point. But these men is getting emotional for words.
Hey, guess what? In Wisdom of Solomon chapter, I believe it's 12, the creatures newly created, we don't know where they are right now. We can't tell you where Leviathan exact spot is or behemoth.
Exactly.
But we know they exist.
Exactly. And we believe that.
You understand? Through faith. But concerning the doctrine, we have 100%. We teach no lies. That is what it meant by 100% truth.
RFID chip, back of the beast.
You understand? That is what 100% truth means. We're not teaching lies. Alright? There's no lie of the truth.
Can't.
What up?
Revelation chapter 14 and starting at 3. And the song as it were. Revelation 14 verse 1. And I look. I'm a fact select here. Go ahead, you read.
Revelation 14
Yeah, come on.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 140 and 4,000, having his father's name written in their forehead.
Yeah, when you look up in other translation, it says having his father's name and his name. So you need to know that name. The reason I have it because we know it. You understand? We know the name. You need to know that name. We know that name. That is why, and that is just to prove that the election, the scripture said the election know his own name. But
and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as if it were a new song before the throne, and before the 4th beast and the elders. And no man could learn that song, but the 144,000 which was redeemed from the
the
earth.
scripture says blesses that people who know the song. I think that's in Psalms 119. Blesses the people that know the song. You understand? Go ahead. And this matching up with 2nd Ezra's 2. Ezra's couldn't see the number, but John saw the number. And John 44,000.
These are they which will not defile with woman.
Means what? We want in no in other doctrines speaking lies.
So like our conscience wasn't seared with a hot iron until we were once Christians, some of us. Someday I don't know any Muslim that was any of us that was once Muslim, but even though we was of that at a point in time, it wasn't said in our consciousness to be the truth.
For they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb wherever he goes. These were the deep from among men, fearing the first fruit unto Yahweh Bashem. Yahushai.
Continue.
And in their mouths was found no guile.
Yeah, in their mouths were found no guile. Scripture said the words of the Most are pure words. Means they wasn't speaking lies. Means the testimony that they had was 100% truth. Oh, you had you're gonna say you in the truth and you're speaking 99 truth, but one lie, that is not the truth. 99% truth is not truth, it's a lie because it defiled. And the scripture said that in their mouths was no guile. So guess what? You know the elect not gonna be out here speaking that the microchip is embargo. You know the elect not gonna be out here saying Most High Christ. You know the elect not gonna be out here saying that the Lord coming from out the seas. Alright? Or the elect chained up underneath the pyramids of Giza. Alright? You know the elect not gonna say that Mary never had sex with Joseph. When it right in the scriptures, and the root and offspring of David, of this man's seed, all these scriptures, and you can't see that, then guess what? Hey, then you fulfill the scripture, David say, let the eyes be darkened and the heart be fat.
What was you gonna say? And Joseph, the husband of Mary, our man become a woman husband. Got a puppet. Come on, sex is marriage. It's right there.
Solomon said too. There had been no other king that had any other beginning of both. But through that one thing which is sex.
The seed that comes with pleasure.
How you gonna be of the house of David? How you gonna be a Judite? A woman don't determine the seed. So how the head Yahushua was a Judite according to Hebrews 7 and 14? How the Yahushua gonna be a Judite?
Yeah, 11 is the whole long.
That's why hey, you gotta give the Most High praises that we in this truth. It have too much scriptures or praises here about Shai. It have too much scriptures proving that Yahushua is of the seed of David. You understand? Of this man's seed. And the root and offspring of David.
I think even in Hebrews 2:16, you see he had to take the former angel, but
the seed of Abraham.
Yeah.
You understand? Good.
Hebrew chapter 2
and there was so where's the whole wonder of his birth? What make him so different? He's the son of the Most High. He's the king. He don't have to be born by a woman only to make him different. If the Lord wanted to make him so without fire, Lord, make him just come right on this beat a grown man just like when he came as Melchizedek.
God. You understand? It's made us proud, right?
That's spiritual. Somebody that's called an answer, I think. Like then he just born a
Exactly, he's saying that Yahushua grew up there. He grew up there, and that was just to twist Jacob. You understand? That was just to play with Jacob, man. Because his prophecy say go out of Bethlehem, Ephratah. So they say, hey, the Savior is supposed to come out of Bethlehem. So when they see Yahushua come out of Nazareth now, they say, nah, this can't be the man. But guess what? They didn't know to know the history, to know the mystery, you don't know the history. You understand? And that's why we gotta give the Most High praises for the apostles. Right. For grooming us in the truth. You understand? Because if it not had been the Most High, our souls would have long dwelt in silence, just like these other camps. Proverbs 24 and 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He opened not his mouth in the gates.
About this next one, this next heresy, you know what? Going back to the Lord's Prayer as it is in heaven, you know, say that a man to have a child, so the Most High Father, and he calling on Yahushua. He saying Yahweh sleep with the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is a female. You rock.
son who used to back a shot, he was real fiery.
Pretty campy.
Not on missile for
Oh, yeah.
Now we say any microchip is cash. Talking about cash, nigga, cash. What about boy?
Hey, what about this nigga who come up when the apostles was teaching? I believe it was 34th and 7. No, it wasn't 34th and 7. I can't remember what's true. Nigga said that he's Yahweh Shai. But he forget. We see he forget how to use his spiritual powers. What? I'm telling you.
Most of the Sun comics, son.
Man, come up to the apostles and see, dead serious, son. He is Yahweh Shai.
The most of the Sun comics.
I watch apostles and say, I know you are Paul too. I say, you say you forget. You say, gosh, but you say you forget how to use spiritual powers and forget how to do something else. But you say, he is Yahweh Shai. Hey, I never see the apostles and I've saved my life yet.
Hey, it make you laugh, but it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. I fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Strong delusions.
I fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. When you put a spirit on you, nothing you could do. No. Nothing you could do when you most have put a spirit on you. Understand?
So far, let's say he is the two witnesses.
He is the two witnesses?
It's both of them.
And then Matthew chapter 24 and verse 23. If any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Mashiach, or there believe it not, for there shall rise many false Mashiach and false prophets, and they will still great signs and wonders, insomuch, and everyone possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
We ain't going to the word, so that we ain't going to the word for us Christ. They go back to what? Messiah, leaders. You understand? A lot of them false out there. You understand? Like Nate. You understand?
They have the circumcision.
Yeah.
Hey, now the scripture says, bless your eyes for the see. Understand? As you can be out here, we show we in the truth. Understand? According to I believe it's Ephesians 6:19, say open my mouth boldly. That is why we can open more boldly, because we show we in the truth. We ain't just out here teaching about how you're supposed to treat your wife and how you're supposed to raise your children and about how marriages go. And fuck that shit. The Lord said they want to cheer in our family in this time. You understand? You don't know how knows the woman if thou can save thy wife. We know what here to do, we out here to prophesy. And I said we out here to prophesy about the destruction to come. Prophesy against kingdoms. And give warning. And warn the wicked of the wicked ways. That is what we out here to do. Not out here to the brother, you know, name of Yamashimi or Shai, you know, like this woman. Fuck that shit. And you see a woman you like, gonna just stick your dick in her and kill that whole long talk. We out here for that shit. You may say if you're burning, go and marry. Go and just stick your dick in whoever because she belongs to somebody else anyways.
Let me just break it down for you, brother. Say, I got a simple turn in Israel, right? Whenever say go take a man, woman, you understand? So still do your research, still check the background check before you stick your rag. Right? So just break it down.
Hey, and if I might say this, no. Like, let me say like I thought I was with a woman. Alright? You going with that woman, you're gonna be committing adultery. Because the scripture said, if you put away a wife, let it be because of uncleanness. So now let me say like you with a wife, you have a woman with truth. And you know some agreement you have and she just split out on she way. Anybody that go with that woman gonna commit adultery. So you doing that, you commit adultery against your brother. You understand? So if you choose now, best to choose a woman that wasn't with her brother in the camp.
In Jeremiah chapter 3 and verse 1, and they say, if a man put away his wife and shall go from him and become another's man, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Yeah, not gonna be greatly polluted. Because she can't go back to the first marriage. She just let her remain unmarried. You understand? Let her remain unmarried. But that is enough for you bitches. You understand? We out here to prophesy. Right? We out here to talk about marriages, how to raise the children. This ain't the front for that. You understand?
Plant land. some kind of prayer or some kind of shit.
Yeah, it is scripture, Jeremiah, Ezekiel 12. No, Ezekiel 11 only say this place be the cauldron and with the flesh. Say it is many days. Understand? We are the hastily there, the Lord. We are the end, we are the hastily coming, the Lord. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because we should be seeking to leave. The scripture say we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Understand? Take about you putting all your effort into being established in this kingdom, and then the economy collapsing and Yahushai coming, World War III happening. Guess what? Your mind gonna be all the hard work you just did. You're gonna be looking back like Lot's wife.
The scripture say, love not the world, nor the things that dwell therein.
Set your affections on things above.
Yeah, the fashions of this world, they pass it away. Hey, Nicodemus. As I was watching that Porsche there. Nicodemus is it's Nicodemus who is it's not Nicodemus, Nicodemus was a new rich man. He said I done all, I give my tithes and my offering.
I don't think it's the name.
Yeah, just a rich man.
It's a good master.
Yeah.
It's a good master, good master. I don't think it's the name of the man.
Can't. Or you say, well, go sell all that you have and come follow after me, and that was a hard thing. You understand? It was a hard thing.
What is giving me these people and when they start to talk about, the kingdom of heaven for all nation and these things. Everything in Revelation 21 where God says 12 gates, the return of the gate, anybody 12 tribes of Israel. When they read in Maccabees, but who was promised the land of Canaan was the Israelites, them was dwelling there, right? Now they second Maccabees 1 verse 29. He said, plant thy people again in thy holy place, as Moses had spoken. And that holy place is what? New Jerusalem, to plant back the people back into that place. The first time was the land of Canaan with the Israelites, and the same thing. The Israelites, it is for the Israelites, no other nation. So keep going back home. New Jerusalem.
Right. In Matthew chapter 19, starting from 27, it says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have in the region? What shall we have therefore? Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
This is Luke chapter 17 verse 20. He said, and when he was the man of the Pharisees, when the kingdom of the Most High Yahweh should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of Yahweh cometh not with observation, neither shall they say, lo here or lo there. For behold, the kingdom of Yahweh is within you. So that's straight cut for the reprobate. The kingdom of heaven is the Israelite. And also the kingdom of heaven is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So you heathens can't get this. Right? That's straight cut for these reprobate.
All I show you, I mean, not that the Most High temple because the Most High dwelleth in me. Right? Because even when you want this Ten Commandments, the Charlton has done, right? When he come down from the mountain and Joshua asks him, if you see God, he say you see him in spirit, but you know that light shineth in every man. So you know the Most High dwelleth within Israel. That's why he say you dear God and none else.
Yeah, they talk about the mixed multitude. But guess what? Yeah, but he makes multitude, and then what? Every time the Lord speak unto the children of Israel, speak unto the children of Israel. You don't care about the mixed multitude. You don't care about the other nation. You know, it's like split. There's Isaiah 62:10. Go through the gates. Prepare ye the way of the people. Cast up the highway. Between Isaiah 11. Lord saying, and prepare a highway for the children to go. Gather out the stones, left up a standard for the people. And gathering out the stones, just like in Isaiah 5, when the Lord took Israel into Road is building up the vineyard. Guys, you know the stores getting rid of all them dirty ass cockroaches.
Niggas.
That was in the land. Yeah, getting rid of 2/3 of Israel, getting rid of all them other nations. You understand? That the precious vine will grow. The Lord said that people shall be all righteous. So all the wicked, all the unclean, all the defiled, the Lord gonna get rid of them. The scripture said the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven. All Israel gonna be saved, but they're gonna come back into the loins.
You know what I say? You see, you make all things new. And push out all wickedness.
That's preparing for you too. Another cut for them. Matthew 11 and 12, go straight to the point. He said, from the day of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and the violence taken by force. So the kingdom of heaven is the Israelites. You understand? And they suffer violence that going into 70 AD. You understand?
The scripture says shall call them a city not forsaken.
God. So these people don't know what they're speaking about. The kingdom of heaven is the Israelite. Starting with the wisdom, knowledge, understanding the heavenly Father. This is the kingdom of heaven. Right? And this knowledge is going to be in the Israelites, the elect. You understand? So this is the kingdom of heaven. Israel is a people before a place. As the brother just mentioned, a city that's not forsaken. It even tell you it's in Amos. When it tell you that the city goes by 100 and leave 50, it's Amos 5. Let me see what 5. I think it's Amos 5. You understand? People don't know what we're speaking about. Yeah. This is Amos chapter 5. Yeah. Is there something? Amos, yeah? Yeah, go ahead. 5 and 3.
This is Amos chapter 5 verse 3. He said, for thus said the Lord power, the city that went out by 1,000 shall leave 100, and that which went forth by 100 shall leave 10 to the house of Israel.
This Israel. Israel all over. Yeah, that's why the most I gotta get rid of niggas, boy. I hate you niggas. That's right. You being oppressed by these heathens, you wanna save these fucking heathens. You understand?
I'm gonna say this real quick. Couple of days ago at Jovia with this pull up in front of my house there. So when I tell them that the most I racist, well boy, that is the answer, that's right there.
Yeah.
That's how I can say that the most I racist. So I drove out a reference. All the Western nations had their gods. And them God is for them people. So why the people of Israel, God can be a Hashem Rishon. And why that God can be racist?
I'm going to pick some fair out. This is Exodus chapter 29. Exodus chapter 29 verse 45. And I will dwell among the children of Israel, and I will be their God. And they shall know that I am Yahweh, their power, that brought them forth out of the land of Egypt. And that I may dwell among them. I am Yahweh, their power.
It said their. A possessive pronoun. Listen to the word carefully. Their power. Not everybody power. Their power.
Even when you watch it, right? These other nations, them have their own God. But when we serve their God, we went into captivity, we went into slavery. All of them wasn't getting punished.
Yeah.
So the Most High not dealing with these nations.
As Akko said, Joe, like to say, you think God partial? Yes. Yes.
See when the man trying to use it.
Just Joe wickedness. I say yes he is. Yes he partial. Yes.
Let's read it about Basha. There's Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 11. For Yahweh had redeemed Jacob and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Right? He didn't save everybody. He didn't save who? Jacob.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Lama.
This is Ezekiel 34 verse 29 to 31. And I will raise up for them a plant of renown, and they shall be no more consumed with hunger in the land, neither bear the shame of the heathen anymore. Thus shall they know that I, Yahweh, their power, am with them, and that they, even the house of Israel, are my people, said the Lord power, Yahweh, and ye my flock, the flock of my pastor, amen, and I am your power,
said the Lord more.
Hey, that's straight to the point.
Second Ezra chapter 5 and verse 23. And said, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen the one only vine. Coming down to verse 27. And among all the multitudes of people, thou hast gotten thee one people. And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
Psalms 147, 19 and 20.
Let me read this. 17. LazyDictionary.com. It says racism, a belief or doctrine that inherent differences among the various human racial groups determine culture or individual achievement, usually involving the idea that one's own race is superior. Somebody give me Exodus 19 and 5.
Have it.
And has right to dominate. Isaiah 14 and 2. Isaiah 60, 10 to 14. To dominate others, that a particular racial group is inferior to the others. You understand? The third definition, hatred or intolerance of another race, of other races. And the Most High said he hates Esau. That makes the Most High racist. Right. The Most High, read Exodus.
Exodus 19 and 7 and 4. Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings, and brought you unto myself.
I think Deuteronomy 14 and 1.
It says, Now, therefore ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my command, my covenant. Then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me.
Look up the word peculiar.
Strange.
When,
above all people.
Above all people. That from the time you setting one people above other people, one people above 18, above 17 other nations, that is racism.
It says, For all the earth is mine, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests, and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
A holy nation means separate.
The word peculiar goes back to sagala. Sagala, it means possession, property, valued property, or treasure. You understand? A valued treasure.
Okay, bring a piece up before you go down the line. This is Jeremiah 31 and 10. Hear the word of Yahweh, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattereth Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doeth his flock.
That which they had not seen shall they consider when the Lord rise up the tribes of Israel. Where are Isaiah Deuteronomy 14?
Deuteronomy 14 and 2.
It's 2. Alright, good.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 2. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Hashem
The word holy means
Yahushai.
separate. The Lord separate you unto himself. When?
Thy God. And the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai had chosen thee to be a particular people
Peculiar.
above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Hey, so but let's back you up with Sirach 17:17. They're going to put it up with a precept right there.
So Sirach chapter 17 verse 17. Yeah. It says, for in the vision of the nation of the whole earth, he set the rulers over every people, but Israel is the Lord's portion.
Israel is the Lord's portion. Is the Lord really?
Don't stop. Don't stop. I believe it. I'm waiting for the
plenty.
It says, whom being his firstborn is nourished with discipline.
Somebody give me 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 54. Go ahead.
And giving him the light of his love, do it not forsake him. Therefore all the works
we nourish with love.
God.
The laws. This is the love of the Most High.
Psalms 147. He had not dealt so with any other nation. Go ahead.
Therefore all their works are as the sun upon their way. No, Salah. Therefore all their works are as the sun before him, and his eyes are continually upon their ways.
Yeah.
Second Ezra 6 verse 54. See, and after these Adam also, whom thou hast made it Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Right? So you Most High chose a people who also come from Adam.
The brother just read it there in Surah 17, right? The firstborn of all his creatures as the elect, right?
Say, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle,
Racism right
and
there.
as like the abundance of them that falleth from a drop
Favoritism,
of a vessel.
racism, favoritism, fascism, all the isms and schisms.
And drop down to verse 58. He said, but we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten.
Firstborn in what? We are the firstborn in the spirit.
Exodus 4:22.
Thy fervent lover are given into their hands.
That's why the scripture said not all Israel is Israel, because the elect is the firstborn in the spirit. Right? And they're gonna when the elect be taken up, translated, right? Righteousness is gonna be rebirth on the whole land again. Right?
Even in Amos 3, where he say you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Exodus chapter 4 verse 22, it says, and thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
I want it for you. Exodus 2:25, he said, the Most High look upon the children of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them.
So like you're hearing us now? You're hearing us loud and clear now?
Yeah.
Oh, like Esau might be messing with the mic, oh, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, right.
Can you hear us now?
Right through Esau message.
Yeah, I was saying the volume gone.
The volume?
Yeah, he's saying the volume gone, but I don't know. He not responded. Right? Proceed.
Then read back again. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Exodus chapter 4 verse 22. And thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
Yeah, read back again. Exodus 2:25. He said the Most High Yahweh look upon Israel, look upon the children of Israel, and the power Yahweh has respect unto them.
Go ahead.
And then brothers coming on. Coming.
It's Isaiah chapter 66 verse 18. It says, for I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. And I will set a sign among them, and I will send those that escape of them unto the nations, to Tarshish, to Pul and Lud, that draw the bow, to Tubal and Javan, to the eyes of far off, that have not heard my fame, did have seen my glory, and they shall declare my glory among the Gentiles. And they shall bring all your brethren for an offering unto the house of Yahweh out of all the nations upon horses, and in chariots, and in litters, and upon mules, and upon swift beasts, to the holy mountain to my holy mountain of Jerusalem. Saith Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, as the children of Israel bring an offering in a clean vessel into the house of the Lord. I will also take them for priests and for Levites, saith Yahweh, for as the new heavens and the new earth which I shall make shall remain before me, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, so shall your seed and your name remain. So the Lord said, you're going to bring the nations to see how Israel is going to be exalted. You understand? So that is showing us, the Lord is going to show you, hey, this is my people.
Finish. Right, this is Ezekiel chapter 39 verse 22 to verse 29. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh their power from that day and forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. Because they trespassed against me, therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgression have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore thus said the Lord power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. After that they have borne their shame and all their trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am Yahweh their power, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Alright, so you see, talking about them, so who is them, which are the Israelites, so it's separated.
Exodus chapter 4.
Jeremiah, and the heathen change their God, which have no God. So the heathen have their own gods. You understand? Which are no gods.
Exodus chapter 6 and verse 6. Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments, and I will take you to me for a people, and I will be to you a power, and you shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, your power, which bringeth you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians.
Say, hey, when you look at history, all right, as a Israelite guy, well, he knows he's an Israelite, right? But I see like he calling on him Yahuwah. One thing he said was plain that even I myself used to always explain to people. Every time you read the scriptures, you notice Israel always going into captivity after captivity after captivity, right? Even the fellow John reference, that's why Jeremiah had to say it. It becomes like a constant thing. Is Israel a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? Alright, so, hey, when you're checking out, the children of Israel will always going in captivity for the sins. So what about now? The Negroes, right? In the 1600s when we was into captivity, connect the dots, alright? And that one thing even the scripture does tell you to do, connect the dots, line upon line, precept upon precept, right? It's a puzzle that you have to put together to get the picture.
Yeah, something.
In 2 Ezra chapter 3 and verse 32, or is there any other people that know thee besides Israel? Is a question. Or what generation had so believed? Huh?
We have verse
What verse? Verse 31.
at the of Babylon.
No, that was verse 31. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are them that of Babylon better than they of Zion?
Yeah, so Ezra wants to know it. You are nations better than your people? Go ahead.
Or is there any other people that know thee besides Israel? Or what generation had so believed thy covenant as Jacob? And yet their reward appeared not, and their labor had no fruit.
Ace, 2 Maccabees chapter 2 verse 27. Just like the Most High jealous over us, we jealous over the Most High. Somebody read Micah chapter 4 verse, I believe it's verse 5. Go ahead.
Verse 34. Where thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there is also that dwell in the world, so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel.
The first Chronicles 17 verse 21. He said, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people, Israel, whom thou had went to redeem to be his own people, to make thee a name of greatness and terribleness by driving out nations from before thy people, whom thou hast redeemed out of Egypt.
I cut up the 4 verse 5. For all people will walk everyone in the name of his God, and we will walk in the name of the Lord Yahweh, our power, forever and ever.
Yeah, because the Lord is our God. Somebody give me 2 Maccabees and then I will read this. 2 Maccabees 2 and verse 27.
2 Maccabees chapter 2, verse 27, it says, even as it is no...
Now, listen. 127, my bad. 127.
2 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 27 says, gather those together and are scattered from us, deliver them that serve among the heathen, look upon them that are despised and abhorred, and let the heathen know that thou art our power.
Yeah, let the heathen know that thou art our God. So the Most High of Shai is our God and not the God of the other nations. Understand?
He's a God of the living and not the dead. The nation's dead.
This is the heathen men know that Israel went into captivity because they sinned against the Lord.
Baruch.
Alright? This is Hebrews chapter 12 verse 6. It says, for whom Yahweh Shai loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. So that is why, because the Lord received us as sons. This is Jeremiah chapter 33 verse 6. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and I will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth. And I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return, and will build them as at the first. And I will cleanse them from all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me. And I will pardon all their iniquities, whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me. And it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise, and honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them. And they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure to it. Understand? So the nations gonna hear the good that the Lord gonna do unto Israel, not unto them. The good they're gonna get is the good to receive a right foot up the ass. Right?
I'm going to this here.
Bread.
Right? Back in 1 Chronicles 17, I'll drop down to verse 24. Say, let it even be established that thy name may be magnified forever, saying, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is the power of Israel, even my God to Israel, and let the house of David thy servant be established before thee. Right?
In the Lord said they could stop the ordinance with the sun and the moon and search out heaven and the seas. Then you cast off Israel. We Lord said you make up God until come and pass. You can't change. The Savior said whatever the Lord will do forever. You understand? So the ordinance with the sun and the moon, it dies forever. You can't even search out on the land. But you trying to go in the seas. You can't. The Most High gave you a task that you can never fulfill.
The scripture says, so can you search for the depth of a man's heart? How can you reach the heaven? Go find all the depths of the sea.
Hebrews 11 is the Most High cast space between for you. It's what Hebrews 11.
Listen, hey, what the scripture say? Concerning Leviathan. You say, basically, like, if you cast on against Leviathan, then replace it. So the Lord showing you the might, right? Mighty to save. How you gonna know you're gonna turn the Lord from Israel? It don't matter what you do, you can't stop. Understand? You don't understand that the Lord, the love that the Lord has for us, and because of this, what the scripture said in Ezekiel, the Lord say, hey, not for your sake, but for my name's sake. A good name is like fine ointment. So the Lord do that just that he can have a good name. Make sure that he keep his promise that he made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
But it's Judith chapter 9 and verse 14. And make every nation and tribe to acknowledge that thou art the power of all power and might, and that there is none other that protected the people of Israel but thou.
Understand? And the only God that could save. All these other gods are just sticks and stones. And devils. Scripture said they worship devils. You understand? Worshipping devils, and these devils, their boss is our God. So your gods answering to our God.
That's one of the reasons why you were sold in slavery. Back there when the nations, other nations over us, it goes back to Hamburg. 4 and 6.
Hey, why Jesus didn't save them Christians keeping Christmas over there in Nigeria when the church for them? I wonder if it's Jesus did that.
What about the why Allah didn't save the Muslims and was making the Hajj when the crane fall and kill a portion of them?
Can.
Job chapter 4 and verse 6. He was sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because he moved Yahweh to wrath, he was delivered unto the enemies. For he provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not unto the God Yahweh Bashem Yoshai.
Yeah, and that's why you think that your God's blessing you, because it's devils. Once you give them the sacrifice, they will help you. Baphomet, Molech. Alright, once you do your sacrifices, them devils go give whatever riches you're looking for. Like someday it was this, I think it was so-called Christmas. You see a Elamite taking look like groceries and turn over into the river. Because you sacrifice it unto idols. The fish god, they got. Yeah, we're right.
Just feed them own milk.
Because Monday we see the Elamite was feeding the river. When they passing it back by St. Joseph. I think it was going for Calab. He was there. And we went for Calab. When we passed and she was straight over by the river.
That was last night.
Yes. Yeah. That was what,
Tuesday.
Is it to the corner of the street?
No. I was in St. Joseph when we went to cross my bike bus to go for Calab. Yeah, sacrificing unto the idols. But the only sacrifice we do is sacrificing unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
That's right.
That's true God. That's who you're supposed to worship.
What precept? Psalms.
But just know that he's the God of Israel.
Psalms chapter 50.
And he gonna make, when the scripture say give him no rest, and he make Israel a praise again.
Psalm 51 and 16. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offerings. The sacrifices of Yahweh are a broken spirit and a broken and contrite heart. O power, thou wilt not despise.
That's the once you come to the Lord, as the scripture said, with I think it was the tax collector that smote his chest and said, Lord, forgive me a sinner. That's a contrite and broken heart. He come bending his spirit, his knees of his heart, as Manasseh said. Understand? That is the sacrifice unto the Lord. Coming out here doing this, that is the sacrifice unto the Lord. Understand? So, hey, got something good?
Yeah, real quick. I know a little bit. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Just a closer. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Yeah, that is where the fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's what the devil is scared. And with that, we give our praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakodash. We give double honors to the apostles of greatness who not rule well. Salutations to the men of the movement, saints elect. Right, this is Trinidad camp saying Shalom, La Babal, La Shakawa Ayasha, right? Mawat La Kawayam, all you nations dead to you, and until the Lord raise up the elect, we say Shalom to the elect. Shalom to the elect. Mawat La Babal.